So yeah, I just came back from watching Sonic Movie 3 at my local mall, and wow, what a fantastic experience! Just like the first two movies, um, really great experience watching it at the theater. Just the audio blasting in your face, just it feels so surreal watching with other Sonic fans. It feels so good in 2024 at the tail end of 2024. So a little bit history about my history with my experience with the Sonic movie in 2020. I went I mentioned this in my past video, but a little bit recap. In 2020, I watched the movie, and only like it was really empty. It was like only one or few people, one or so couple like that, and in the room, and yeah, and only them and me that watched the movie. Yeah, the movie. I was the only one making the most noises, and the other couple was just pretty quiet. It was around that time when the world was like the few days before the world went become unnormal, if you know what I mean. And around that time, I walked out from the theater and then snuck into another room and watched another movie called Birds of Prey. Don't like the movie, and then in 2 years later, in 2022, I return again with the Sonic movie, Sonic 2. This time around, there's a sizable crowd, but the crowds are pretty quiet. I'm the only one making the most noises. I don't know why. So yeah, this time around, the security, the workers, employee are everywhere, so I can't really sneak into another room to watch another movie. So yeah, and yeah, it was around the same time the world went back to normal after the unnormal. And so come 2024, we, um, you know, the world, who knows if the world will be unnormal again after this? Is it some kind of cycle? Went to the local theater in my local mall. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, my show was 12 o'clock. Walk around and then get some food from the counter and just eat it and waiting for the movie to start. Same amount of people from 2022. Maybe because some people have like watched it in the at night, evening, but from what I seen with the other place, in the room, there's a same amount of people like I experienced in 2022. So yeah, let's get into like the movie. I came back, wrote down everything I've seen or remember from the movie, and and a piece of paper here, and I'm just gonna go through everything. It's a pretty long list of um paper stuff that I wrote. So yeah, spoiler alert. I just go through the other movie and um just and just talk about what I experienced in my opinion. So yeah, let's get right to it. I will definitely rewatch the movie the other day whenever this video comes out. Anyway, let's talk about the movie. So yeah, first up the opening. We went to some island in Japan with some god eating donut. His name was Kyle, I believe. Kyle. They are watching over Shadow in the container thing. And then Shadow wakes up after some flashback in his mind. You can see him struggling, just like some nightmare stuff. Yeah, so yeah. And then he woke up to some flashback. We have no idea what's going on. And then just about flashback about Maria, hanging around. And then it got chased by the UN army. So yeah, someone apparently hacking the system, and they went inside the room to secure the specimen, only for him to wake up, and then he breaks open the entire container, which is really badass. Like the whole water splashing out, the glass shattering, and he teleports, disappear in front of everyone, and then just beats up everyone before anyone can even stand a chance, which is really just like what Shadow would do. And they were able to like emulate everything from the game into the movie. Really cool scene there to show like he's the ultimate life form. And then just broke free from the prison and just skates onto the water into the city in Japan. Crazy opening. And then we, of course, once the logo appeared, and then we went back to Green Hill Zone with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles having a race. with Pretzel Lady and Tom, the Donut Lord, just watching them. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a hedgehog, Sonic says, and they run around the hill, the forest, also hitting the goalposts. Um, yeah, and then some kind of background music during that time, running around. I'm pretty sure that's nothing related to Sonic soundtrack, some generic one. I don't know why, but when I watched that scene, when I ran around the hill and forest, I was expecting them to play like this endless possibility from Sonic Unleashed. They didn't do it, but fine, whatever. And then, of course, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, what were holograms. He ran back to see a surprise. Tom held a party. Happy Earth Day, which is like an anniversary where Sonic appeared on planet Earth, which is really cool. And then the dog came out and say, "You stole my humans," which is really really funny. Otto the dog, I believe the name is. And then Tom and Sonic went to his old cave where Sonic first hid in his when he first appeared on Earth. We got a little bit glimpse on the past of the Long Claw, the graffiti art on the wall. Kind of wish that I kind of wish they would actually do like a prequel, showcasing Sonic and the life with Long Claw or something like that. They were just mesmerizing about stuff, reminiscing about the journey from Sonic 1 to 3, which is really long, from 2020 all the way to 2024. And then just like, where would they be without Tom, And then we cut back to Shadow walking in Japan, and then trapped for like 50 years. The guards surrounded him again. And then we cut back to Sonic enjoying his life until the commander finds them about a situation, dangerous one, and told Team Sonic to head there. Because we are Sonic heroes. It kind of sucks that they never say Sonic heroes, but hey, Team Sonic, yay. So yeah, Tom and his wife got left behind, and for the majority of the movie, the humans character have less screen time compared to Sonic 2. People hate Sonic 2 because like there's too many humans interaction. But I thought that they had some charms with it, and I don't think they are pretty monotonous. Or despite watching many times, I thought they were pretty good. So yeah, Sonic, Tom, and Maddie, Pretzel Lady Maddie, I think her name is, got left behind for the majority of the movie. Kinda wish they stayed that way, but whatever. And then Sonic friends arrive in Tokyo. Knuckles say 1,000,000% muscle. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. Kinda wish he say that, but whatever. I literally say all of those in the theater very out loud, and people just looking back at me. It's like, what is this guy doing? Is he crazy or what? I'm pretty sure like none of the people in the theater like watching with me were actual Sonic fans. Maybe I came at the wrong time, I don't know. Anyway, and then just it's like Godzilla or Hello Kitty down there. And then it's like, talk about low budget foods. Oh wait. Talk about low budget flights. No food, no movie. What out of here? Nice callback to Sonic Adventure 2. And then, some random background music. I kinda wish they do like some Sonic soundtrack doing that part, but whatever. And then we have the first encounter with Shadow. And then just both trash talk with each other. Keanu Reeves, we just playing the role as Shadow with his deep voice. Pretty menacing after we see the opening. His voice with his appearance this time around really sets up the tone though for what's to come. And then Shadow saw them from like the helicopter from GUN. One could wonder if like if Sonic never appeared on the helicopter, maybe they could be friends and team up to fight whatever threat. You just think about that. And then of course, because all of them fight, of course, Sonic friends all got beaten easily. And yeah, the line when Shadow say, "Don't try to follow me," that was menacing. That gave me goosebumps though. Keanu Reeves is fantastic. Keanu Reeves, you are a national treasure. Call back to Sonic 1. Yeah. And then Sonic chase Shadow across Tokyo. I kind of wish they played off me, instead of some kind of generic soundtrack. And then they climb on the tower and fight till the power went out. And then of course, Shadow ran away. Tails regrouped with Sonic, and they appear at Chao Garden Cafe. Not sure if there's such thing in Japan. You never know though. Japan always have those cool stuff that other part of the world don't have. So yeah, Chao Garden Cafe. Yeah, it's some kind of foreshadowing for Chao Garden, because people has been talking about Chao Garden for a long time. And then the Commander Walters meets them and talk about Shadow Pass. Their first encounter in a meteorite that crashed in Oklahoma 50 years ago. Shadow was in it, and they want to harness the power but fail. There was explosion. The leader of the project was captured, along with Shadow, and they hide him until now at the Japan base. So yeah, and then when they talk about it, Eggman drones found Sonic and attacked them. And then one mysterious rider appeared and destroyed those drones. Spoiler alert, it's Agent Stone. From that moment, I was like, oh yes, Agent Stone, let's go! And people look back at me, it's like, come on, shut up. They're in their mind though, they never say that to me, in front of me though. So yeah, unfortunately though, the commander was engulfed in the attack and presumably unalive. He gave a card to the key or something like that will be crucial later on, and the army arrived and thought Sonic was the culprit, which is like Sonic Adventure 2, and they went after the rider. Sonic fans went after rider. Tokyo Drift, Sonic says, and yeah, Agent Stones invite him to his ship, and he take them to Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, on his third appearance again. So yeah, he was watching some telenovela, La Última Pasión. Not sure if there's some kind of actual drama, but the white shirt guy kind of looks like Tommy Wiseau. I just like, Tommy Wiseau! Oh hi Mark, that guy. Robotnik was watching it. He was fat, overweight, and pretty lazy. Jim Carrey, charismatic, funny actor, personality, can't go wrong with him. Yeah, Eggman is alive apparently, even though we thought he's gone from Sonic 2. So yeah, turns out there's an imposter, and they run through the scanning, and then they team up with Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik, says Sonic. And so yeah, they all team up together and venture into the abandoned gun base that we see in the flashback. And then of course, Shadow was walking around first, and then he picked up something, and a flashback to Maria. Maria was just the daughter of Gerald Robotnik, and then she was the first one to encounter the ultimate life form, was not scared of it, and drew a funny face of a mouse, and get to know each other. They're able to bond really well. They dance around, listen to music, ran around having a fun time, and watch the movie Beware the Alien Freak. And then we went to look at the night sky and just, some exposition and stuff. Yeah, Sonic and Shadow just having a flashback. Shadow don't know about his home when Maria asks about him. But even so, Maria trusted him, and they both become good friends. And then when he walk around the base, he meets the professor, which is of course Gerald Robotnik. And then of course Sonic, the team arrive at the base. Dog Cupine, Sonic says it. And then of course Knuckles say that he's not afraid of ghosts, but I don't know if there's some kind of reference to Sonic Adventure 2. I was clapping my hand because I caught that reference. And then they split up to find the base. Eggman say he don't have family. And then Robotnik and Gerald meets. And then of course Sonic, Agent Stone, Knuckles all got captured by Shadow. And then yeah, Eggman found his grandfather, voiced by Jim Carrey. Despite there's like one line like, "We are two characters in a movie played by the same actor." Self-aware moment. And I was just laughing. That was a pretty funny moment. So yeah, Eggman meets Gerald, and then just um wait, hold on, and then just you know work together, and then Shadow meets Robotnik, and then Team Sonic, and meets each other, and yeah, get to know each other, and yeah, Eggman ends up betraying Sonic and friends, and yeah, they talk about the Eclipse Cannon, and they found one of the two keys which was on the hand of Sonic, which you wouldn't think I would put it in the easiest place. You wouldn't think I would carry with me. Oh wait, yes I did. Something like that. So yeah, they ran away, and yeah, Shadow was like threw like some kind of marble thing. They absorbed it into some kind of no space, and yeah, luckily Sonic was able to escape. Eggman gets to know about Gerald. There's like a theme park which is definitely Eggman Land from Sonic Unleashed, and yeah, they're both hanging out. They just enjoy the best life, and Agent Stone was left out abandoned. Like, I just feel sad for him though. He was like first in the first movie, and then he was a companion for Eggman, and then the second one, he works like some kind of cafe before recruited by Shadow, before by Eggman, and then just he thought that Eggman was gone and he just alone. So yeah, yeah, kind of sad. Feel sad for Agent Stone though. He deserved better. So yeah, Sonic managed to teleport back to home where we find Tom and Maddie again. Kind of wish they don't appear for the rest of the movie. Given that Tom, James Marsden, there's some kind of allegation this year. Kind of wish that he stopped appearing the most. So yeah, Tom and Pretzel Lady just enjoying their life until Sonic returns, and they ask Tom to join them to find the headquarters. And yeah, so they went to London. Tom and the Pretzel Lady try to sneak into the base, and then they say, "Damn, we have a problem here." Very funny then. There's some kind of funny. That's a good Shadow the Hedgehog reference. I was laughing. Do you know what GUN stands for? Getting ultra nasty, nasty, nasty. Aye, Captain. SpongeBob reference. Yeah, so they sneak into the base and put in the thumb drive into the machine. At first it didn't work until like Tom blows it, which is like some kind of NES cartridge reference because you have to blow it to make the game run. I think that's the reference here. Really good one. So yeah, and then Sonic, when they trigger the security, Sonic make it just in time, making a Beatles reference along the way. So yeah, Sonic encounter Gerald and Eggman, and yeah, they all got trapped by the lady that went after Sonic friends, and Eggman was like a woman in the military. That made me laugh though. That made me really laugh really hard as well. So yeah, Knuckles stopped everything for a moment, while everyone just trying to get a grasp of everything unfolding. And like, for a moment though, I thought like the concrete, because the gravity thing was coming down, and the Pretzel Lady and Tom was almost on course of being crushed by the concrete. I was like, is this the end of Tom? Given the allegation and stuff, is this how they're gonna just write him off for the rest of the movie? But of course it isn't, and Sonic saved everyone, and then Commander Walter is alive. Even though we thought he's gone in the Chao Garden, but turns out it's just Tom being the imposter. He took the key, but Shadow stopped him and just punched him into the guts, and he went unconscious. I was like, is this it? Is this Tom gonna be gone for good? Is that it from Tom for the rest of the movie? Just I thought they're gonna just kick him out for the rest of the movie. But spoiler, he's in the hospital and he was awake later on into the movie. But yeah, that's about it for the human characters though, for Tom and Pretzel Lady. So yeah, Shadow hit him, he went unconscious, and for a brief moment there when Sonic was trying to wake up Tom, Shadow sees a glimpse of himself, like how he tried to wake up Maria and stuff, and has a change of heart for a brief moment before disappear. And then he got the key and left with Robotnik. And then of course, Agent Stone, who got left out in the cold, tried to warn Eggman about Gerald, but he ignored him, saying that, he met his grandfather, and he doesn't trust anyone, including Agent Stone. He ignored him and abandoned him and unsubscribed him, and bye. I feel so bad for Agent Stone though. Like, Agent Stone don't deserve all of this. No, maybe he will become the real villain in the Sonic 4. They already say that they're working on Sonic 4 already. So who knows, maybe he will be the real villain and to get some recognition he deserves. They activated the ship and flee from the water. Sonic has some confrontation with Knuckles because he wants to use the Master Emerald with no other choice being available. He ran back to Green Hill and took back the Master Emerald and became Supersonic and went out to confront the ship and everything. And then we have another flashback where Gerald, Maria, and Shadow have to run away from GUN because the government had ordered them to capture Shadow. Someone opened fire and ends up hitting Maria. Shadow seeing everything unfolding in front of him, snapping, and ends up being who he is today. So yeah, and then here's where the things get a little complicated. Eggman wants to rule the world, but Gerald has a plan, which is to destroy the entire planet Earth, not leaving anything else in sight. That upsets Eggman, but he doesn't care anymore. But Gerald doesn't care anymore. Gerald does not even acknowledge his existence. He just manipulates him, and that makes Eggman pretty mad. So yeah, Sonic just went after the ship, and they just fight with Shadow. They just push him out of the outer space. They fight everyone, and I guess everyone in my theater was were Sonic fans because they were cheering. Like, not only me, but everyone else was cheering as well when they're fighting in that scene too. I don't know. Maybe because it's just like some kind of normal fight scene, or just they were actual Sonic fan. I don't know. But I stood up and clapped. I was like, "Let's go, let's go!" And people was looking back at me and it's like, "Can you shut up?" Just like that. So yeah, Eggman retaliates and attempts to fight Gerald. Gerald has this None of Fists, which is some kind of reference from Green Lantern from the 2011 film. Really funny. Yeah, so Sonic and Shadow fight, and at one point, Shadow grab the emerald, become Super Shadow. Sonic was losing, but you do not want to mention Sonic family because the moment you do it, Sonic was angry and he managed to fight Shadow harder. They fight from Earth to Moon, which I thought was some kind of Sonic Advance reference for the Game Boy Advance. Because if you remember in Sonic Advance, if you get all the Mass Chaos Emerald, and then you get the final true boss, which takes place on the moon. They fight on the moon, and then when Shadow told Sonic to finish him off, he reluctant. It's like, I cannot fight because revenge is bad. This is not who I am. Something like that. Kids, moral lesson, life lesson, something like that. I don't know. Some kids, it's just geared towards kids and stuff. And then more exposition about how they fight for the lost cause and stuff, which is like a good lesson. You don't want to let your anger take over the best of you. Yeah, it's just most of it are just for kids to understand. Yeah, so Shadow let go of his anger and worked with Sonic, which is like some sweet moment as well. So yeah, they work with Sonic. Gotta go fast, Sonic says, and then Leaf and then plays. So I was like, let's go, let's go. I was just fist pumping in the air because because I immediately recognized it. Oh yes, I would. I think it's like this is like the first time in the movie where they play a Sonic soundtrack. Because as far as I know, up to that point, everything else is generic soundtrack, some pop culture music. I don't know. Maybe I left some. I don't know. So yeah, and then they embark on a space arc, which is really cool. There's fight around the other robots, destroying the particles, and just flying here and there, which reminds me of Omega Boost on the PlayStation 1. I don't know though, it reminds me of that. When I watched that scene, my memory clicked with that game. Because in that game, you fly around, destroy the other enemies as well in similar fashion. Really fun game as well, by the way. So yeah, and then they do the Sonic Adventure 2 pose. You cannot go wrong with that. And then Eggman's defeat Gerald. And then Sonic and Shadow go after the cannon. And Sonic say, follow me. In which I continue with, set me free. Yeah, I was expecting them to say that, but they didn't. So yeah, I was just being a smart guy, and I just continued the line. So yeah, Eggman steered away the laser, and at that point, I was like, oh, are you gonna hit the moon? Are you gonna hit the moon? In which it did hit the moon, and I let out a big laugh. I was like, it hit the moon, something like that. That was really funny. There was, I was just having the best moment of my life, just enjoying myself. You're not always able to do it because this movie don't come often. You have to wait every 2 years or some. And then it's like can't hold much longer because they try to push back the laser and stuff, which is like open your heart. Yeah, I was singing open your heart, it's gonna be alright. I was just singing that, and then Sonic got knocked out from being in super form, leaving only Shadow being in just going for it, and Shadow told Eggman is like this is his last chance to do a good thing. He pushed the ship away, and Eggman went to the core to stabilize it, and both are presumably unalive. And then Eggman made the final stream to Agent Stone, saying that how happy for him to meet someone like Agent Stone. Yeah, I feel so bad for Agent Stone though. He's alone forever with no more companion. He can't find anyone as good as Agent Eggman. I literally about to cry because Agent Stone farewell with Eggman, and then it's like, yeah, it should be Jim Carrey last movie though. I don't see how Eggman will able to return. Like Gerald is gone, evil Robotnik is gone. How is he gonna be able to return? This should be his last movie. And didn't people say did he say that Sonic 2 was meant to be his last movie, and then Sonic 3 happened? Maybe will be his last one. So yeah, this is the end of it for Sonic movie for Jim Carrey. He was one of the reason that carried the entire series. Ben Schwartz did a good job. Keanu Reeves did a good job to carry the torch, but this will leave a big gap that cannot be filled anytime soon. Goodbye, Doctor. So yeah, and then of course, Sonic just chilling out at the hill again, eating the marshmallow. Tom was okay. They had another race, and the credits roll. So yeah, and then of course, the credits roll, and then the post-credit scene. There's two of them. First, of course, is Sonic ran way off course and ends up in New York. I don't know how he do that, but there he is, and yeah, Metal Sonic appear. I was like, Metal Sonic! Yeah. And then yeah, and then and he appeared in like a Terminator style graphic, locking on Sonic, and then Sonic was able to dodge him before more copy of Metal Sonic appeared, and we thought that would be it, that would be the cliffhanger, and then Amy appears. Amy! That was my reaction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't wait for the next one. Um, Yeah, can't. I don't know how they're gonna continue from here on. Eggman is gone. Gerald Robotnik is gone, and then of course, Shadow. We got another post-credit scene where we show a crater. There's a ring on the ground, and some dark figure pick it up, which is Shadow. You are still alive. Shadow is still alive. Yeah, that was my voice. I was just hyperventilating at that point. I was just enjoying this moment. So yeah, maybe they'll do another Shadow prequel or spin-off, something like that. Hopefully it will be better than the Knuckles series, which suck. Who's gonna be a villain next time by Agent Stone? I hope Agent Stone got his recognition though. Because that poor guy deserves more love though. I feel bad for him. Yeah, I want to see how things gonna pan out from here on. Will Little Planet appear? Will Time Stone appear? I don't know, we'll see how things. I kinda excited. I'm very excited for the next movie. Although the next one is like 3 years away in 2027. Who knows how the world will be back during that time by the time it comes. Will I still be here? Will I still be on YouTube? Will YouTube still be around? Will the internet still be around? Will movie theaters still be around? Because now that everything is streaming, everything is online streaming, subscription service. Disney Plus, HBO, Paramount Plus. If you just wonder if movie theater will still be around by the time. So yeah, pretty good movie, pretty enjoyable one. A step up from Sonic 2, but just like the Genesis trilogy, I prefer Sonic 2 more than Sonic 3. I feel like Sonic 2 has its charms. The human character. People say that it's kind of annoying, but I'm kind of glad that they actually added some kind of sub story, to just break up the tension. When I was watching Sancho, I was just on the edge of my seat, waiting for the next thing to happen. While removing the human characters is a good decision, but it feels like something was missing. Like there's some kind of unexplainable feeling to it. Like I want like there's something about Sonic 1 and 2, like they added the human interaction that has some kind of charms to it, and some kind of value to it. And when they remove everything, Sonic 3 is like just full blown Sonic and Shadow adventure. You kind of feel you just kind of feel like, for me at least, something was missing, and that was my experience. Like it's hard to describe it perfectly, but coming from Sonic 1 and 2, I feel like there's just there's the lack of human. So yeah, people say this humans didn't add anything, but I disagree. I feel like they had some charms to it, and yeah, they add some funny moments. Just break up the, it's like how in like some TV drama series, in like some kind of cooking show, cooking drama. You got your cooking scene, the competition, but sometimes you got your character doing their downtime, doing their things, chattering, those kind of stuff. Yeah, this is what I kind of don't like about Sonic 3. The movie is good, but I feel like there's something just missing. So yeah, if I were to rank 3 Sonic movie, I would probably like Sonic 2 at the top, Sonic 1 at the third place, and Sonic 3 in second. Oh no, also the fact that I don't like Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think that Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure 2 is not my favorite 3D Sonic game. That honor goes to Sonic Adventure 1. So yeah, maybe because of that I just not so fond of the movie, because most of it is just based off Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know, but yeah, I just kind of feel like there's something missing. I just can't be overly as excited as Sonic 2. That's just my opinion. So yeah, hopefully they will use Sonic Adventure 1 plotline for Sonic 5 for Chaos, because next one should be about Sonic CD. I don't know, maybe time traveling, maybe Sonic Mania to it, because Sonic Mania is a true Sonic 4. Anyway, that's all I have to say with this video. I had the best time of my life for once in the theater watching the movie with no other interruption, and hopefully I will be there for Sonic for 3 years time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know your opinion on Sonic movie. What's your favorite moment? What's your opinion? So yeah, did the crowd go berserk? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Good night.